Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Courtney Rollins from the Aqua Team back here with another sales training. Every Thursday, my team and I sit down and we go over some aspect of sales to help us get better when we're actually talking to our buyers, our sellers, people out there in the field. Just like Kobe Bryant, you got to practice, you got to get in the gym, you have to put in the work. And so we know that natural salesmen may be out there, but we know that it is a skill that can be learned. So that's why we sit here every Thursday and we learn. We want to share it with you all. So we're going to start doing Facebook Lives where we do this live and invite anyone who wants to come see the inside of our organization, help us get better at training, go through some of the activities that we go through. But it's designed to be a brief, short food for thought that helps build our skills at negotiation and at sales. All right. And let me back up. I'm Courtney Rollins from Aqua Team, as I said, with my team here. But the Aqua Team, we focus on wholesaling real estate properties. And that's pretty much going and outsourcing discounted properties. And what you do with it after that is really up to you. You can hold on to it for wealth. You could actually flip it or sell it for more income. And you can live in it. There's tons of things that you can do, but having the ability to go out and find those properties is a skill set that will serve you well for the rest of your life and has made many people just brought a lot of value to their lives. So today we're actually focusing on the handoff. In our sales systems, we have, and then you see I have two awesome sales team members up here right now, Weena and Rachel. Weena is our prospector. She cold calls. She's on the front lines. We get unqualified leads in, and she qualifies them based on condition, the price, the reason they're selling, and the timeline. And then Rachel is like the quarterback. She'll go and take the leads that actually were filtered through and look like they're qualified and they are yes or maybe for selling, and then she'll score that and assign it to either herself or another member of my team or me so we can continue to actually work with the lead to see if we actually provide value and if we can help them out in any way. And in that process, this is where Weena and Rachel are doing a lot of handoffs. Because in that process, you say, okay, I'm setting you up to speak to another member of my team. And so I just wanted to spend about a couple minutes thinking about what the power of that handoff and ways that we can actually leverage that to help set up our company for success. So let me share my screen. Boom, boom, shake, shake the room. And if you see this on YouTube, Facebook, or wherever, please like, subscribe, share with your friends, share with your family. It really helps us get as much, in front of as many people as we can. We do deals in Baltimore, Maryland. We do deals in North Carolina. We do deals in Florida. We're open to do deals anywhere, really. And we're also open to help people out in any way. It doesn't mean we are gurus or coaches or have, the best advice out there, but, two heads are quite often better than one. And so we love just sharing. And that's one of the reasons that we actually are opening ourselves up here to you all. So how do you set up that handoff for that appointment, right? Or not how do you, but what is that, It's when you hand the lead over to another team member. So what are we hoping to accomplish when we set up a handoff or an appointment? Matter of fact, I'm gonna put one of my team members on the spot. Rachel, I don't know if you had audio, but if you're able to chime in, what do you think, like when we do the handoff, what are some of the things you're hoping to accomplish? And I'm not looking for a right or wrong answer, but what do you think about?
Yeah, what I think about is lining it up with somebody who has a more specialized skill set, maybe a better personality match. Sometimes different availability if somebody only has like early morning availability, or some people only want to talk 9 to 5. So
right,
that's usually more on my plate.
Gotcha. Wow, so I didn't even consider that you're considering all of that. Like what I mean, I can definitely understand considering the scheduling of another person, but the actual inclination or tone, or who seems to be a better match. So that's interesting that you go in there. I appreciate you sharing that. Heck yeah. Absolutely. And Weena, I know you do. Oh, sorry, Weena, I know you do handoffs as well, but Weena actually has a sore throat, folks. So we're going to let Weena rest as much as she can, because we need her voice talking to sellers and buyers when she actually comes back. But I'm so glad you're here actually listening and participating, Weena. So thank you so much. But yeah, Rachel, a lot of that stuff that you're considering, I love how you're thinking about it from your lens of your job and what you do. I also think that that I mean, it's essentially you are continuing the sales process, the Aqua Team sales process that's based on the Sandler system that allows us to keep control of the conversation and get our lead to the next step. So when Weena says, hey, some member of my team will call you in 48 hours, or we'll call you within 24 hours, we'll call you next week, she is walking that lead to the next step. When Rachel says, hey, Masner's going to give you a call tomorrow, be on the lookout, she's moving the person along in the next step. And there's a lot of things that happen when you do that. So when you're handing off to someone, it's very important that we take advantage of this chance to edify our teammates. Masner said that earlier today when he handed off a seller appointment to me. And so you're like, hey, edify, this comes from, the religion term, like make, you're not blowing smoke, but hey, you're letting the folks know they're going to be in good hands. Hey, Mr. Seller, Rachel's going to give you a call tomorrow. He's awesome. You're going to be in good hands. And if he's not, let me know because I'm going to get on him, which kind of leads to the second one. We really want, when we do this handoff, we want to move from we always want to be moving from being across the table, metaphorically from our sellers, to being shoulder to shoulder. We're on the same team. Hey, we're trying to get this accomplished together. Let's see if we can figure this out. Matter of fact, I'm going to go talk to, I'm going to ask our team member, John, to come speak to you. But hey, let's see if we can get John to agree with what we're agreeing. You know what I mean? So we're like making sure we're shoulder to shoulder, same side. And that allows you to do that when you pivot to another and hand it off. And again, it also allows you to do what I think it speaks to what I was saying earlier, set expectations and rules. And that makes it so easy for us to build credibility. When Rachel says, Courtney's going to give you a call tomorrow at 9 a.m. and I give him a call at 9 a.m. Or let's say set up an appointment. Be expecting to see Courtney tomorrow at 2 and I show up right at 2. That's already giving me making promises that I'm checking the box in and fulfilling. It gives it's edifying. It's setting up rapport, credibility, and people work with folks that they feel they're competent with. And then I'm over there hoping that I'm likable and competent, and it'll even more so increase the opportunity of us helping them out and getting the deal. And also, please take notes, detailed notes as possible, because when you hand it off, depending on what system you have out there, most systems have ability for you to take notes. And that allows the acquisition person or the next person to not have to listen to the entire phone call. Sometimes you might not have it available if you don't have that in your system. I highly recommend you do. So you can listen to the calls and all, but maybe they don't have that, or maybe they don't have the time and the calls lead so hot they got to get to it. So please make sure you're taking detailed notes. And we use Read Simply. Shout out to Sherrod and all those folks. It's a relatively new, maybe a year or so old, but it is the one-stop shop. You can do almost everything with that app. So I'm very excited about that CRM. CRM stands for Customer Relations Management. All right, and so that's really, one other thing. You may be receiving a handoff. So there might be times where Rachel decides to give a lead to Masner or to Weena or to anybody on our team, And when we receive the handoff, it's important to remember we continue the ATP sales process, which is nothing but the Sadler system that I ripped and stole from them. Good people, smart people create, geniuses steal. So I guess I'm a genius because I steal a lot. We steal a lot. One phrase I love to use that I borrowed or stole from Pace Morby is catch me up to speed. I don't care if, like the other day, I keep saying Master's name, but he took some of the most detailed notes. And so I knew pretty much coming in what was going on. I still was like, hey, Mr. Seller or John, I know you talked to Master, you gave me a lot of good information here, but how about you just catch me up to speed? I love that phrase. Pace gave it to us, and I love it. It really works well. I use it almost all the time. And it gives me a chance just to hear the seller retell their story. It gives me a chance to really feel and hear the nuances of some of the pain points that may be coming out. And it just gives me time to actually gather and listen and prepare to help guide the lead to the next steps. Continue to take detailed notes. And again, as always, we talked about this last week at the October 8th sales training, but seek referrals. In other words, hey, I'm really trying to get our team to help us anytime we talk on the phone to speak to our sellers and ask, hey, you know, a lot of ways we get our business is through references, through reviews. And even if we don't do business together, do you mind at the end of our time together giving us some feedback and giving us a review to help us spread the word and help us improve our systems? So that's what I would be thinking about and considering when receiving the call. Even if they hear it from Weena or from other folks, they hear that we want referrals and all. And so that's something I want us to keep in mind. All right, I'm gonna stop my screen there. And oh, Jason's in the spot. I didn't know Jason got in there. What's up, homie? But
hey, what's up, man?
Awesome. I'm well. But that's what we have here, folks. Again, if you have any questions or if you have advice or if you want to challenge us on anything that we put in there, that would be great because we're trying to grow and learn. Put it in the comments section, share this out there in the world. And let me take it back to the team. Anything that any thoughts coming up as far as the topic today? Anything you want to leave folks with? Rachel, Weena, Jason?
I love it. Just that whole catch me up to speed. It's just a way for them to actually reiterate how they see everything, and then you can fill in the gaps if you notice that they're off track as far as where you need that process to go. So yeah, no, that works.
Yeah, and Jason is, I mean, he's super awesome. At like a lot of times, our short time working together, we actually have been doing this naturally. And Jason, I was talking about the handoff, how you can edify the other person. Like even, literally yesterday. There was a lead. Jason's setting up. Hey, Courtney's going to give you a call, and he's going to be great. Or when Jason's an awesome realtor in the Maryland area. Anybody want to reach out to Jason? He'll give his contact in a few moments. But I'm like, hey, well, this is like we can work with you, but I know an awesome person who would help you and go an extra mile to make sure you get this property sold. And if you want to talk to him, please do. So edifying him, setting up, and he has a dope beard too. His beard is like,
yeah. No, I tell you what. That's like on Payson Street. I think we'll be able to do something with that. We may be able to do something with, gosh, what was the other one? Myrtle.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I might have another one coming up on Payson as well as another one over in the county. So it's just as I run across these, and honestly, it's a good direction to go in just because from a realtor standpoint, the houses that need a lot of work and things like that, there's typically not a lot of meat on the bone, you know, as far as just commissions and stuff like that. It's tougher to move. It's easier because they're just cash sales to move it through an investor network. So I think we definitely got some options there. And then I've got a couple that would be realtor referrals that are coming through Simply that I'm working on right now. But
so yeah, I mean, he's almost about to open up another subject, folks. You could actually have a whole business model on having an investor and realtor relationship. You all could just tag team back and forth, setting each other up, helping each other up, and partnering on the different deals. And there, trust me, there's tons of inventory out there. There's tons of inventory and there's tons of opportunity for folks to work together. So two heads are quite often better than one. If we can multiply, that's awesome. Yep. So folks, I'm going to stop this recording. I'm gonna ask Gail to set it up and edit it and do all the nice stuff for us and send it out there in the world. And I'll shoot the rest of I'll see the rest of you all at least on Slack and throughout our time together. But other than that, rising tides.
Sounds good. We'll see you.
Peace.